Burlington Peewee Stampeders to Chatham-Kent. And starting number 1, Sean Sadlewski. Number 4, Chris Fisher. Number 6, Ethan Holland. Number 7, Jackson Laundry. Number 8, Matthew Morielli. Number 12, Will Ryan. Number 14, Aries Colin Bremner. Number 22, Quentin Reed. Number 28, Jay Cologne. Number 30, Nick Holland. Number 33, Nikki Runco. 34, Cito Ferrio. Number 50, Zach Latinzik. Number 51, Michael Williams. Number 52, Nick Gilbert. Number 54, Matthew Chason. Number 55, Alex Boudelier. 56, Jason McGugan. Number 58, Sean Condon. Number 62, Luke DeGon. Number 66, Kristen Girardino. 68, Tyler Henbecker. Number 80, Mason Baranowski. And number 91, Lucas Curlew. Head coach, Scott Baumeister. Other coaches, Mike Ramsey, Ed Soderlewski, Mike Curlew, Dave Dixon, Neil Lumsden, Frank Runco. And that, folks, is your Burlington Stampeders. Now let's meet the Chatham-Kent Cougars back from a 3-game road trip. Number 1, Nolan LaRouche. Number 2, Connor Roebuck. Number 3, Hunter Kinsley. Number 5, Ethan Jordan. Number 6, Dylan Simpson. Number 7, Dennis Shaper. Number 8, Dennis Shaper. Number 9, Evan Torres. Number 10, Nolan Stonefish. Number 14, Russell Jacques. Number 19, Darwin Mitchell. Number 20, Nicholas Phillips. Number 23, Griffin Spinsky. Number 24, Anthony McGee. Number 25, Haley Penny. Number 33, Ethan Kupka. Number 34, Aiden LeJeune. Number 41, Trevor Lawton. Number 42, Dante Hansen. Number 44, Nicole Scott. Number 46, Cody Larente. 47, Kate O'Leary. Number 50, Quinn Emmerich. 55, Darian Bassett. Number 58, Owen Malik Bennett. Number 60, Tyler Breacher. 62, Drayden Ronda. 64, Alex Sullo. 55, Jake Snow. Number 80, Braden Hazard. 81, Tyler Szymanski. 82, Malachi Parker. Number 85, Tanner T. Horlbeck. And number 88, Sean Guy. And the head coach, Stephen Torres, other coaches, Sal Thorshorn, Dan Jones, Alex Solo, Dan Pritchett. And that is the 2014 edition of the Chatham-Kent.
Welcome to the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex for Chatham-Kent Cougars football Peewee Championship today. The Cougars welcome in the Burlington Stampeders. I'm Mike James, joined by my broadcast partner Cheryl Johnstone. Jeff Brooks on the camera today for TV Kojiko. And should be a good matchup today. The Cougars come into this one 5-0, undefeated, looking to close out the championship with a perfect record. The Stampeders come in 3-1-1. And Cheryl, should be a fantastic matchup. Beautiful day for football.
It's a gorgeous day. It's a little bit hot and humid out here, so I think the trainers are going to be a little bit busy running water out to all those players. So we'll see how good their training is and how they're able to stand up to this heat here, but it looks like it's going to be a fantastic game today.
Certainly a lot of excitement. I'm sure you can hear the crowd in the background. Good crowd out here at the athletic complex behind CKSS. And the Cougars are going to kick the ball off to start the first half. As we get set to get underway, again, the Peewee Championship here, being hosted in Chatham. Kickoff is away and bobbled slightly by the return man, Sean Stadolski. He takes it to the outside, looking to turn the corner, and eventually dragged down. Good coverage there from the special teams of the Cougars. So looks like the Stampeders going to start with the football around their 40-yard line. And we do have a player down to start this one.
Not a way you want to start a game at all here,
no,
Mike.
You never like to see a game start that way.
Some good coverage, though, by the Cougars on that kickoff, making the Burlington Stampeders start from not too deep in their own end zone, but at least behind midfield.
So again, the training staff tending to the player over on the far side of the field, right in front of the bench, the Stampeders, and that player is up now. Looked like it was the return man who was down. Again, that was number 1, Sean Stadolski, but walks off under his own power, so good to see. So the Stampeders offense lining up now. At quarterback for the Stampeders, Jackson Landry, number 7. And a lot of misdirection there, but they do eventually hand it off, going over that right far side, and nice coverage, good tackle there from the Cougars defense for a minimal gain when it looked like there might be some room over there. The Cougars defense swarming to the football, making the tackle.
Looks like they didn't gain anything on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 here.
So it looks like that Stampeders offense likes to go with a lot of misdirection.
They had about 3 guys running back there at one point.
So 2nd and 10 here for Burlington. Again, they fake the handoff 3 times, then the quarterback keeps it, looking to throw, but nowhere to go, and that Cougars defense is swarming on the first 2 plays of this drive. Nowhere to go for Jackson Landry.
Good job on the Cougars defense. They're really just swarming the quarterback, staying home, not getting too pulled out by all the different fake handoffs there. As it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 3rd and about 9, it looks like. And got about a yard on that play.
So 3rd and a long 9 here for the Stampeders on their first offensive possession. And they hand it off up the middle. Best play they've seen in this first series in terms of yards. They pick up about, looks to be about 3-yard pickup, and the Stampeders are going to be forced into a punting situation here, so the Cougars defense stands tall with a 3 and out. So the Stampeders do line up to punt this one away. Good snap, and the kick is away. It's a short one. And it is going to be scooped up by the Cougars return man and dragged down at about midfield. Looks like the Cougars offense going to start with this ball at the 55-yard line.
Good recovery and good pickup there by Quentin Emmerich, I believe, from the Chatham-Kent Cougars. Nice little run back, got a few yards on that one. So not a very far kick, and took a bit of a Cougars bounce there, actually.
So this Cougars offense, they like to alternate the quarterback position between number 5, Ethan Jordan, and 55, Darian Bassick. So we'll see who starts here. Looks like it is Jordan at QB. He hands it off, and good job by that Stampeders D. Looked like that was Nakoma Scott with the carry there for the Cougars.
Nice tackle, right? Met him right there at the line of scrimmage, pushed him back a yard, so it's going to be a 2nd and 11 here for the Chatham-Kent Cougars. So really a good defensive battle here so far.
And speaking with the Stampeders coaching staff before this game, they say the defense is the pride of this squad, so we can expect to see a good battle here. That's 33 with the carry for the Cougars, a big stiff arm and enough for the first down. A nice hole over that left side. That was Ethan Kupka with the carry.
Getting the first down on that one. Great read. A little bit of misdirection, able to pull a couple of moves there and make it right through and pick up about 11 yards and get the first down there for the Cougars. So now down at the Burlington 45.
Yeah, again, a great job by that offensive line, creating a big hole for Kupka to run through. Jordan going to hand it off again, but good penetration there from the Stampeders D, and nowhere to go that time for Nakoma Scott. It's going to be a loss of about 2, almost 3 yards.
Burlington defense doing a great job reading that one out and tackling him behind the line of scrimmage, shaking him down for a loss there. So we'll see if the Cougars offense can really recover here.
So 2nd and long here for the Cougars. Oh, that snap bobbled by Jordan, but he's able to scoop it up, trying to get outside, use that speed. He's being swarmed and dragged down for a big loss. That's going to be a loss of about 10 yards there on that play. Excuse me, actually even more than that. Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 12 or 13 that time. And boy, that's going to set up a really long 3rd down, of course, all caused by that bobbled snap.
Well, now they're back even further than I think they started the first time here.
Yeah, tough position.
It's further back than where they started this drive.
Yeah, tough position here for this Cougars offense. Jordan takes the snap, and they're going to hand it off on the end around. That's big number 1, Nolan LaRouche with the carry, trying to find some room on that left side. He does pick up about 6 yards, but they're going to be a long ways from a 1st down still. We do have a player down on the field. Trainer coming out to take a look. Not quite sure who it is that was down there on that far side. But again, the Cougars coming up ball short. It's going to be 4th and about 19, and certainly a punting situation.
Well, at least this will give the Chatham-Kent Cougars a bit of a chance to take a break, grab some water, rehydrate. As we mentioned, it is a warm one out there, and take this moment too to also thank some of the sponsors of Chatham-Kent Cougars football, including Investors Group, consultant Eric Schrank, and of course Enviro Clean Car and Dog Wash with 2 locations in Chatham, on Grand Ave East and Park Ave East. They have their brand new drive-through location at one of those locations too.
Yeah, fantastic service there for the community. And of course, Chatham-Kent Cougars football appreciates all the local support at all levels. And finally being helped off the field there, a little bit limpy, is Nolan LaRouche for the Cougars, big number 1, who had the carry there and was brought down on the far side of that field, walking off gingerly, but good to see him walking off under his own power. So again, that brings up a 4th and long here for this Cougars offense, certainly a punting situation. Back lined up to punt this one away is number 55 for the Cougars.
That's
Darian Bassick. Oh, and we have a whistle here.
Let's see what the call is here. False start on the Cougars. So they'll be pushing the ball back another 5 yards here.
So the Stampeders going to be in pretty good position here to get some fantastic field position following this punt. There we go, a clean snap that time, good kick. And that one's going to fly over the head of the return man. Number 14, good pursuit there from the Cougars, and the tackle made. Fantastic job there. Looks like it was number 34. Or pardon me, maybe 44, I believe, with the tackle. Nakoma Scott.
Great tackle on that one. A fantastic punt from Darian Bassick. And it looked like the Burlington Stampeders are not expecting him to kick it quite that far, but he's got a little bit of a breeze behind him. So we'll see what the Cougars can, or if the Cougars can stop the Stampeders here and get some good field position.
So the second offensive possession here for Burlington. They're going to pitch it out to the running back on that far side. No misdirection this time. We do have some laundry on the field. There's the tackle. Looked to be a gain of about 5 yards, but this penalty, the referee saying this one's coming back against Burlington.
Looks like it's a holding call on the Burlington Stampeders. So they'll be taking that back 10 yards.
Burlington will back them up 10 yards. The first down and 20.
Boy, oh boy, just when it looked like the Stampeders were going to have pretty decent field position from where the Cougars were punting, a misjudgment on the return and then a holding penalty has put them all the way back to their own 10-yard line. Fantastic opportunity here for this Cougars defense to get the club some fantastic field position. They're going to go to the air this time. That ball up and falls incomplete. Looked like that pass was intended for Matthew Moriali, but it falls incomplete.
Number of Cougars defenders in the area there too. I was wondering if they were going to pick it off there. So maybe something to watch for down the line to see if maybe they can get a pick six, especially at this field position.
So that brings up a 3rd and 20 here. Not too many plays in the playbook for this type of situation, especially deep in your own zone. Excuse me, 2nd and 20. Again, Burlington from their own 10-yard line. They're going to drop back to pass, go to the air again on consecutive plays. Oh, and that one falls incomplete. The receiver looked like he had a shot, and then the defender actually looked like hit his hand as well, nearly an interception.
I told you, it seems like every time the Burlington's going up in the air, it looks like the Cougars have a chance at getting a pick six, and I believe that was Haley Penny, cornerback there, almost getting the interception on that one.
Penny, the lone female member of the Cougars squad. They're going to throw this one in the air again. Oh, nearly picked off. On consecutive plays, the Cougars nearly come up with back-to-back interceptions, but goes through the hands of the defender, but a good play there by the defense.
Number 81, Tyler Shumansky from the Chatham-Kent Cougars getting a hand on that one, almost picking off. That's 3 in a row now the Cougars have had a bit of a shot at. So, but on the bright side, it is now 4th and 20.
We'll see if the Stampeders take a knee in the end zone here, or if they actually kick this one away. And they will kick it, and it is off the side of the foot, it looks like. And nice play there from 81 on the far side for the Cougars. He looks to have a little bit of room and finally dragged down, but fantastic field position for Chatham-Kent. Tyler Shumansky with the heads-up play. Gets his hands on that football on that short kick, and it's going to be 1st and goal, it looks like, from the about the 8-yard line for the Cougars.
Shumansky doing a great job reading that ball there. Let it drop, but then picked it back up real quick, ran it back to within the 10-yard line. So now the Cougars have a fighting chance here to punch it in, put 6 points up on the board.
So the Stampeders, instead of taking a knee and giving up the 2 points, decide to kick it away, and now the Cougars with fantastic field position inside the 10. Jordan takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out to the running back. Looks like it's Kukla. He's got a lane, and he's going to go in for the score. Nakoma Scott takes it to the outside. Some fantastic blocking, and he just runs right through the lane untouched for the touchdown.
A fantastic run by Scott there.
And now we've got a
penalty
flag that comes down late. Oh, excuse me, it was a decline penalty that was going against Burlington.
Ethan Jordan, good pass to Nakoma Scott.
So Nakoma Scott with the 8-yard touchdown scamper. That snap is high, and the Cougars nowhere to go with that one, unable to convert the extra point. So with 3:53 to go here in the first quarter, the Cougars, the first ones on the board, lead this one 6-0 on that 8-yard touchdown run from Nakoma Scott.
Fantastic run, unable to get that extra point on the board with the kick, but thankfully able to fall on it, make sure nothing bad happened. But so far the Cougars had doing really well here, capitalizing on some of Burlington's mistakes, getting some fantastic field position, and able to put 6 points up on the board. So we'll see if they're able to get a good kickoff here, and hopefully push the have Burlington start from deep in their end zone and make them make a few more mistakes. That seems to be the key to the game so far here, is capitalizing on some of Burlington's mistakes.
So the Cougars lined up to kick this one off after the touchdown from Nakoma Scott. It's going to be Darian Bassick, number 55, looking to put a leg to it. And kick is a little bit short. Scooped up by Burlington, and good coverage there. Number 14, Russell Jakes with the tackle. Good special teams coverage there from the Cougars. Burlington going to take over from their own 39-yard line.
That was Nikki Runco picking the ball up at about the 35-yard line, but only able to get about 4 yards on that run back before he was met by that Cougar special teams, which is holding their own today so far.
So 1st and 10 here for Burlington from their own 39. The quarterback going to fake the handoff, keep it, look to get outside, nowhere to go, runs back to the middle of the field and is just swallowed up by that Cougars defense. Looked like that was number 85 with the tackle, Tanner Horlbeck, swallowing up the running back.
I'm really impressed so far with this Cougars defense. They're not getting tricked up by these fake handoffs, staying home and getting the tackle when they need to, and that was a big one there for a loss.
Yeah, a loss of about 2 or 3 yards there. 2nd down, and they're going to hand it off. Good pursuit there from the defense, and another loss. The running back able to avoid the first would-be tackler, but not able to avoid Russell Jakes, number 14, who makes the tackle, and another loss of about 5 yards.
So 3rd and 15, and once again the Cougars defense is making Burlington really work for it. I wonder if we'll see a pass attempt here, although when they have tried to pass it a little bit earlier in this game, not the results that they were looking for, with almost picked off 3 times.
So again, 3rd and long here, and they're going to pitch it outside. Run the ball, 3rd and long, getting the corner and more. But that is going to be short of the 1st down. Some positive yards there from Burlington, but certainly not enough. Pretty close to back to the original line of scrimmage, gain of about 5.
That was number 8, Matthew Moriali from the Burlington Stampeders with that nice little run there, showing a little bit of speed. And he's actually the nephew of CFL wide receiver star Mike Moriali, played for the Hamilton Ticats, and he's actually one of the coaches on this team too.
So Moriali, a slot receiver with this Burlington team, but lines up at running back that time. So it's a short kick here from Burlington, and it takes a Cougars bounce and picked up with the flag thrown.
Looking like the Stampeders touched the ball before the Cougars had a chance, so that ball will be coming back here.
Yeah, looks like nobody was lined up on side to grab that football, so. Oh, they are going to say that it
must have touched one of the Cougars receivers.
No flag. The player who picked that one up was actually lined up onside behind the kicker. So again, in these rules, if you're lined up onside behind the kicker, you can run down and recover it if the return man doesn't get to it in time. That's exactly what happened. So the Stampeders, good job on special teams, pick up that football and get the ball back on offense. Just inside the Cougars' 50-yard line now. They're going to drop back to pass on 1st down, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to complete the pass there to Cito Barrio. Just getting it off his fingertips there.
Yeah, good job by number 9, Evan Torres, with the coverage for the Cougars. Got his hand in the face of the receiver. and it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here from the Cougars' 49-yard line, our Burlington. Again, this is the Peewee Championship from the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex here on TV Cogeco. Stampeders fake the handoff, rolling out to pass, and nowhere to go. Dragged down for the sack. That was number 34, Aiden LeGroux, with the sack and a big-time loss of about 8 yards. So 3rd and 18 for Burlington.
A fantastic read by Aiden there on that play.
So 3rd and extremely long here. Jackson Landry looking to take the snap, and he's going to hand it off. They're going to look to run this one. Good job by the Cougars defense. Minimal gain, maybe about 3 yards there. Cito Berrio with the carry once again for Burlington. So
4th and 16 here. End of the first quarter here as the buzzer just sounded. They'll get this last play off here though. And we'll see if their kicking team, it seems to really be struggling so far for Burlington. We'll see if they're able to get a good kickoff here now.
And that kick, perhaps one of the better ones, a good bounce for Burlington. And it is scooped up by the Cougars on that far side. Good coverage there from Burlington as well. No big return. So the Cougars going to get the football from their own 32-yard line, it looks like, as they switch ends here. As Cheryl mentioned, the end of the first quarter.
So the Cougars leading the Burlington Stampeders 6-0 here at the end of the first quarter. And so far, the Chatham-Kent Cougars have been doing a good job of capitalizing on those Burlington mistakes, but Burlington's starting to capitalize on a few of the Chatham-Kent Cougars mistakes. They're not picking up that punt there a few plays ago. And now forcing the Cougars to start from deep in their own end.
Yeah, the Cougars going to get the ball here at their own 36-yard line. Again, the Cougars do like to use a 2-quarterback system, but at this point it's been all Ethan Jordan, number 5, who takes the snap and hands it off to number 44, looking to get outside, and he's got some space out there using that speed. That is Nakoma Scott. Nakoma Scott is known for his speed. He's the speed back of the 2 backs that they like to use. Ethan Kupka also gets a lot of carries, but certainly Nakoma Scott, known as the speed back, he uses that speed to get outside, and a big gain on first down. Looks like a pickup close to first down yardage. Might have been a pickup, and they are going to say that's just enough for the first down, so a pickup of just over 10 yards, and Cougars getting a fresh set of downs here.
A fantastic run by Scott there. Love that he just kept digging, tried to get to the outside there, and then as soon as he saw some open daylight, turned the corner and busted it upfield. Nice little run for him.
So fresh set of downs here for the Cougars, 1st and 10. Jordan hands it off inside. That time it's Ethan Kupka with the carry, dragging the pile. And looks like he's a little banged up at the end of that play. Training staff coming out here. Kupka obviously shaken up on that play, in some discomfort.
And this is one injury that the Cougars do not want to see. Ethan's been playing so well for them. Seems to really be good at taking the ball, really going right up the gut, right at those defenders. And obviously, though, that's where he seems to be excelling, but it's where he can also get hurt the most, where you see a lot of action, a lot of hits. And hopefully he's okay here as the trainers are on the field to check him out.
Yeah, that Cougars offensive line's been doing a fantastic job all season long, opening up holes for these running backs.
Well, we do have this timeout. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone that the cheerleaders will be performing at halftime. We've worked up quite a little routine for us.
Again, it's Peewee football here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex on TV Cogeco. Chatham-Kent Cougars hosting the Burlington Stampeders, and that's a good sign to see there. Although coming off the field gingerly, but Ethan Kupka is up and clearly favoring that right leg.
Hopefully nothing too serious. We'll take a closer look at him on the sidelines and hopefully get him all ready to go here as we have 10:28 left to go in the second quarter of the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Cougars have the football.
So Kupka picked up almost 3 yards on that first carry, so a 2nd and 7. Jordan gonna fake the handoff and go to the air for the first time here, under pressure and sacked. Good pressure there from the Stampeders, and Jordan nowhere to go, got swallowed up as he looked for a receiver downfield. And now we have a Stampeder down.
This is number 52, Nick Gilbert from the Burlington Stampeders with the sack on that play. And looks like number 14, Aries Cully Bremer from the Burlington Stampeders is down. He's a tight end for their team, but plays on defense. He's also handling some kicking duties a little bit earlier, too.
Yeah, Bremer is a transfer from basketball, I'm told by the coaching staff. He's a basketball player, and they just recruited him out to play football, and he's got some good height for this age group, listed at 5'7", 135.
One of the bigger guys on the team here. So it's one of those players that you don't want to lose because seems to be really be doing well, and obviously they haven't got him at tight end, so he's following the footsteps of a lot of other tight ends that have made the transition from basketball over to football. But the only good thing about all these injuries is that players from both teams are getting a bit of a break.
In the heat for sure, and good to see Cully Bremer up under his own power walking off the field. As you mentioned, it is a bit of a warm one here today, pretty humid, and certainly saving from a bit of the heat is the breeze that we've got. The Cougars going into that wind right now. So after that sack, it brings up a 3rd and about 14 here for the Cougars. Jordan's gonna drop back to throw it, and he's gonna throw across the field. Oh, that dangerous pass is caught. And now some room for Big 55, who fights through a couple of would-be tacklers and it certainly keeps powering his way down the field. Fantastic run by Darian Bassick, who picks up a 1st down and more.
A tough throw from Ethan Jordan there over to Ethan Bassick, thrown across his body, just getting it over the defenders there. Thought it was going to get picked off, and then Darian Bassick with a fantastic run. Took about 7 defenders to take him down on the field there.
Darian Bassick wasn't going to be stopped. Big number 55 rumbles for about a gain of 25.
I think we could call him beast mode now.
So the coaching staff for Burlington not happy about something out on the field, talking to the officials. Coaching staff speaking to the referee on the field right now. Burlington staff is, and they saw something that they didn't like, and they're certainly letting the referees know. That was the head coach, Scott Baumeister, out on the field talking to the official. Pleading his case, but to no avail.
Our head official for the game, Peter Cralo, there. And saying that's one man you don't want to ever question. He always seems to be right.
So a fresh set of downs here for the Cougars after that fantastic reception and run by Darian Bassick. Jordan takes the snap and hands it off. Looking to get outside there on fantastic pursuit from that Burlington defense. That was Nakoma Scott with the carry, but nowhere to go. He was dragged down for a loss of about 4 yards.
Just unable to turn the corner on that one. Been relying on his speed, but Burlington sniffed that play out pretty well, as they've seen it a few times here now already today.
Now under the 9-minute mark to go here in the first half. Clock continues to run. The Cougars up 6-0 here over the Burlington Stampeders in Peewee Championship football. That brings up a 2nd and 14 here for the Cougars. Jordan takes a snap, pitches it outside. It's going to be Nakoma Scott with the carry again. He dodges a couple of would-be tacklers, and now he's got open field in front of him and just isn't able to evade that final tackler, but certainly enough for the first down. Now we've got a penalty flag on the field just as they were getting set to march this one down the field. Going to have to wait to see what the call is here. It was in the area of the tackle, so you wonder if maybe it was a horse collar or maybe a face mask, but we'll have to wait and see.
It was a bit of a late flag too, so I don't know if he just had to wait to throw his flag out, couldn't get it out of his pocket, or...
Objectionable conduct against the Cougars. So the Cougars will get the fresh set of downs. So that will move them back, but they still get the fresh set of downs. That call coming after the play.
So we see some confusion there on the Burlington sideline. Some players trying to figure out who's going to be in.
So the first down sticks, and the Cougars now have the football at the Stampeders' 31-yard line. Good-looking drive here from Chatham-Kent. Earlier overcoming a 3rd and long. Now they make a change at quarterback. As we mentioned, they like to use a 2-back system, and that's big number 55 rumbling to the outside. Darian Bassick, the nice pickup on first down.
Almost doing like kind of a wildcat setup there, taking a snap and then running with it directly, because Darian, big guy there, number 55 for the Chatham-Kent Cougars, able to get a fresh set of downs there, get the Cougars back to about where they should have been before that play with the objectionable conduct penalty.
Pickup of 11 from Bassick. Again, that was his first snap at quarterback. Bassick at quarterback again on consecutive plays. He's going to keep it. They're going to run that same play to the outside over that right side of the offensive line. He's got some room, turns the corner. And are they going to say he's out of bounds? It looks like just short of the goal line. But this is going to bring up a 1st and goal for sure. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to say you stepped out of bounds at about the
5-yard line?
Looks like the 5-yard line. That's right, Cheryl, 5-yard line. So 1st and goal here from the 5 for this Cougars offense.
So we'll see if the Cougars able to punch it in here again. They ran it in last time. See if maybe they decide to go through the air this time.
It was
get another 6 on the board.
That's right. It was Nakoma Scott that had the touchdown run earlier in this game. This time Jordan back at the quarterback position. He hands it off, and guess what? It's number 44, Nakoma Scott once again. His 2nd touchdown run of this game. The first was about an 8-yard scamper. This one 5 yards, and put another 6 on the board for the Cougars offense, and it's 12-0 now with 7:05 to go.
So we'll see if the Cougars decide to go for 2 or try to kick it again here. Get some extra points. Fantastic run by Nakoma Scott.
And they are going to go for 2, Cheryl. Try to make up for that missed extra point earlier. Ethan Jordan drops back to pass. He's got a receiver out there. Oh, and it is dropped. It falls incomplete. That pass looked like it was intended for Nakoma Scott, but just gets through his hands and falls incomplete. So the Cougars, 7:05 to go here in the first half, up 12-0 over the visiting Burlington Stampeders.
Well, and I think, Mike, I'd have to say that Nakoma Scott really is the star of the first half here so far for the Chatham-Kent Cougars. 2 touchdowns, making a couple of big plays here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see the Burlington Stampeders start to key on him just a little bit more and try to stop him. Because he seems to really be making an impact, especially with the Cougars' other running back going out with an injury a little bit earlier. And I don't think we haven't seen him return just yet to the game.
Yeah, Darian Bassick had a couple of big plays on that drive. And really, Nakoma Scott, the beneficiary of that on that touchdown run. But Darian Bassick, we remember, converted that big 3rd and long. And a good kickoff there from Bassick as well. Way back for the Stampeders, picking it up at his own 20-yard line and dragged down.
Meeting a wall of defenders there, led by Aiden LeGroux, as he takes down the Burlington Stampeders return man, who really seems to be underestimating the leg of the Cougars kickers, because that's about the 2nd or 3rd one we've seen go over his head so far today.
Yeah, it looked like that was Matthew Moriali who picked up that ball for the return and only able to gain about 5 yards. We'll call it 6. They'll take over the ball at their own 26-yard line, Burlington will. So 1st and 10 here for Burlington. They're going to hand it off. Oh, and a fantastic job penetrating through the hole. Looks like that was number 62 for the Cougars with the tackle, Drayton Ronda.
Great tackle from him as he stuck to it, took him all the way down to the ground there. Get that big tackle for a loss. Cougars really trying to capitalize right now on getting some good field position, pushing Burlington back into their own end.
So 2nd and long here for Burlington, and a great job by that Cougars defense once again, just stifling that Stampeders offense. Some fantastic penetration. Not a lot of room there for Burlington. Looked like that was Tanner Horlbeck in on that tackle with a couple of his other defenders for the Cougars.
Stampeders aren't finding much on the ground here. I wouldn't be surprised if they start to go to the air. They got to try something different in order to make up now. It looks like it's about 3rd and 21.
Yeah, extremely long here for the Stampeders to try to get a 1st down. Maybe forced to go to the air here. And they're going to keep it on the ground. Good pursuit by that Cougars defense, though. A couple of players overran it, but finally there to make the tackle.
Taking down Matthew Moriali from the Stampeders again there. They keep going back to him. Pretty quick, but not quick enough for these Cougars defenders.
Looked like it was 25. Haley Penny, we mentioned the only girl on this Cougars squad, and the coaching staff tells me she's she's just not a token player. She starts on defense and plays well at that linebacker position, and Penny shows you there, a good tackler. And it brings up a 4th and extremely long here for Burlington, who are lined up to punt this one away. And they do have 2 players on that far side lined up onside. That's a good-looking kick that time from Burlington. Gonna have to jump on this one. And the Cougars do. And still on the feet. Quentin Emmerich, I believe, with the return there.
Fantastic return by Quentin. Got a little bit worried there at first, though. Looked like he wasn't going to be able to pick it up. Might just have to fall on it to prevent Burlington from maybe picking it up. But he was able to pick it up and then run it back for a good 10, 15 yards there.
We do have a player down for the Stampeders, being tended to by the trainers.
.417 left here in the second quarter, and take some time to thank a few more of the sponsors of Chatham-Kent Cougars football, including the Community Cleaners and Launderers and Campbell Toyota, 296 Richmond Street in Chatham. And also big thanks to the Dr. Svec Institute of Psychological Services. You can check them out online, drsvec.com. So big thanks to all of the sponsors of Chatham-Kent Cougars football, making their seasons possible as they travel all over southwestern Ontario to play games. But of course, this one happening right here in our own backyard in Chatham-Kent, taking on Burlington.
It is nice that the Cougars organization can host the championship game. Again, as we mentioned at the outset, 5-0 this Peewee team is here, facing the Burlington Stampeders, who come in 3-1-1. And a good-looking crowd here today, too, at the athletic complex for both squads. Obviously, a lot of parents making the trek from Burlington.
So great to see so many kids out here playing football. I mean, growing up here, there wasn't an organization like this for kids to play. So great to see. Big congrats to Sel Jordan for having this organization thrive, as we see the injured Burlington player able to get up and off the field on his own power after a few minutes there.
Yeah, and certainly big congratulations to all the coaching staff. Again, it is volunteer, so it certainly takes a lot of time and energy. Usually every Saturday or Sunday there's a game, whether it be home or away. And then, of course, practices during the week. Usually practice about 3 times a week. So, of course, that's giving up time for other things that include family. But fantastic job by the Cougars organization, top to bottom. So the Cougars going to fake the handoff here. Ethan Jordan with the football, and it's a keeper. He's going to run it around that right side, and he's got some room. We have a late flag coming in just as he's dragged down on the far side of that football field. 1st and 10 it was for the Cougars. Looked like Jordan picked up about 8 yards there on that carry. We'll see what the flag is here, though. Usually in the area where you might see maybe a block in the back from one of the receivers. For the call
looks
here.
Like the Cougars are walking back, so it is a holding call on the Chatham-Kent Cougars there. So they'll be pushed back 10 yards from where they started, but back to 1st down.
Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow after that nice gain on 1st down from Jordan. March it back 10 yards, brings up a 1st and 20. At about the Stampeders' 38-yard line here. Ethan Jordan at quarterback takes a snap, drop back to pass. This one, he's got a receiver out there. Oh, just past the outstretched hands of his intended receiver, Bennett Schaefer, and it falls incomplete.
And if he had been able to hit Schaefer there on the run, he would have been in for 6 points there. But just missing him, so. But that's one throw that he would that Ethan Jordan would like back.
So close there, just missing the outstretched hands of Schaefer, and falls incomplete. So a 2nd and long here after that holding penalty on 1st down. 2nd and 20 from the Stampeders' 38. Now they've got Bassick in at quarterback. He's going to drop back, fakes the pass, and then hands it off to big number 33, who's weaving through that Stampeders defense. Gets to the outside and finally dragged down. A nice pickup there from the Cougars. Ethan Kupka with the carry, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Fantastic play call by the Chatham-Kent Cougars coaching staff there. Having him drop back, pretend like he was going to throw, and then hand it off. Great play call, picking up a 1st down for them after having a 1st and 20, so Great play call from the Chatham-Kent Cougar coaching staff.
Gets that ball all the way down to the 13-yard line. Does Kupka, a gain of about 27 yards. And a fresh set of downs here for the Cougars, marching on offense once again. It's Bassick with the carry at quarterback. Eludes a couple would-be tacklers and in for the score. Big number 55, Darian Bassick with the 13-yard scamper, and the Cougars offense starting to roll.
His third touchdown of the game there from Darian Bassick. Fantastic run from him. He's just able to deke out those defenders like they're standing still. So great to see him. That another fantastic run. See if the Cougars here look like they're going to kick it this time instead of going for two as they go up 18-0 here late in the second quarter.
Oh, better snap this time, and kick is up. Oh, and it's just a little bit low from Hunter Shepley. So the Cougars remain up 18-0 with 2:39 to go here in the first half of football. But a fantastic job in this first half from the Cougars offense and defense. Great job by the Cougars cheering squad as well out here today, keeping the fans entertained in between plays.
So the Cougars going up 18-0 here on the Burlington Stampeders. And we'll see what we can get from the Cougars here on this kickoff. Their kicking team has been doing pretty well so far today with this game.
It's going to be Darian Bassick set to kick this one off again for the Cougars. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. There it is. And Bassick kicks this off to the far side. Scooped up cleanly by the Stampeders defender, and a big hit right off the bat.
Take him down at about the 36-yard line there, it looks like.
Yeah, not much of a return there from the Stampeders. Special teams have really been strong all day here from the Cougars.
Really just swarming, it seems like, on every single kickoff, just able to get past and get right to the kickoff. The return man immediately, which is great to see, getting them some fantastic field position, giving their defense a chance to push them back deep.
First and 10 now for the Stampeders from their own 36-yard line. And the snap, they're going to pitch it out to the running back. Had nowhere to go, looked to reverse his field, but dragged down right away.
Looks like a tackle for a loss of about 7 yards or so.
Great penetration there from the Cougars defense once again, forcing the running back to reverse his field, but nowhere to go. That defense has been swarming, and now we've got a penalty that was down on the field. I certainly missed the flag. I did not see it there. They're saying it was an offside. So 1st and 5 here. I'm guessing the flag must have been on the far side because I certainly didn't see it. 1st and 5 here for Burlington. Oh, we've got pre-snap penalties here. I'm not sure if it was the Burlington player that might have moved first to draw the Cougars defenders offside, or if it was vice versa. We'll let the referee sort this one out.
So it looks like the referee's going to have a bit of a conference to figure out what exactly happened and who jumped first.
Oh, they're saying it was the Cougars, so consecutive penalties here. Give the Stampeders another 5 yards for free and a fresh set of downs again.
So 2 plays pretty much giving the Burlington Stampeders a first down, something the Cougars cannot afford to be doing.
Oh, now it looks like we've got a timeout on the field. It's the Stampeders using one of their timeouts with 2:30 to play here in the first half. Certainly the Stampeders would love to get on the board here, heading to halftime, trailing 18-0. This Cougars defense, though, has done a fantastic job slowing down the Burlington offense.
They really have just shut down the Burlington Stampeders offense. They haven't been able to do anything really of much. I don't even know if they've completed a pass yet today, but they keep trying. They're still working out there, and obviously able to get the Cougars to jump offside twice in a row, which is fantastic for them. So, but obviously the Chatham-Kent Cougars coach not too happy with that for their players giving up, can't be giving up yards like that. So they try to push them back here. We'll see if Burlington can capitalize on this.
And you could hear the Cougars coaching staff letting the players know that they weren't too happy with the offside jumps. So 1st and 10 now for Burlington on their own 46-yard line. They're going to pitch it outside, try to run it outside on that Cougars defense. There's a little bit of room there. A nice move from the running back, but dragged down from behind. Looks to be close to a first down.
Looked like the tackle was made there by number 55, Darian Bassick from the Chatham-Kent Cougars. Able to take down the Stampeders running back there, but not before they got that first down. A great run from them. I think this is the first time they've actually have seen some open field for them to run on so far today.
Yeah, it was a nice move by the Stampeders running back. Faked the move inside. The Cougars defender bit and then bounced it outside to pick up enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 now on the Cougar side of the football field on their 54-yard line. Oh, looks like we got a timeout now for Burlington once again.
And I believe that is their last timeout, so they are out of timeouts now with 2:23 still left to play here in the second quarter. Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. Starting to wonder if the Chatham-Kent Cougars defense is starting to get a little tired, a little fatigued out there.
Certainly the heat would be a factor. As we mentioned, it is quite hot and humid out here, although there is a breeze, which is certainly bringing some relief. But again, can't discount the fact that it is hot. Hot day here in Chatham.
Well, you never know. That could be a factor in, some mental mistakes, jumping offside, that type of thing. We've seen them played so disciplined in the first quarter, the first part of this game here. Might be looking forward to the break at halftime to get some shade, get some water, and a little bit of a break.
So 1st and 10 here for the Stampeders on the Cougars' 54-yard line. Take the snap. They're gonna. Looks like a broken play. The quarterback wanted to pitch it to the running back. Nobody there, and dragged down for a loss. That tackle by number 33, Ethan Kupka. Oh, they're going to say no gain that time.
Jackson Laundry, the quarterback for the Burlington Stampeders, not looking too happy with his teammates about that broken play. No one there when he went to go pitch the ball.
Well, they're going to say maybe a loss of just under a yard, but it was a loss. 2nd and down, couple of fake handoffs, and a nice move by the running back, but nowhere to go. First one there was Haley Penny forcing the running back to bounce it outside, and then coming in for the tackle was Aiden LeGroux, and the running back is down.
And that is Matthew Moriali, number 8 from the Burlington Stampeders. We've called his name a couple of times here. He's had some good runs. So definitely not what the Stampeders want to be seeing here as he's down on the field. As we see the trainers come out to look at him and all the players from both teams getting a bit of a water break here. So we're just under 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, Matthew Moriali being tended to on the sidelines by the trainer. As you mentioned, the players on the field getting some water, rehydrating on this hot day in Chatham. Again, you're watching championship football here at the Peewee level. Chatham-Kent Cougars hosting the Burlington Stampeders. 1:49 to go here in the first half of football. The Cougars up 18-0, looking to complete the perfect season. 5-0 coming into this one. The Stampeders, Burlington, 3-1-1.
And Matthew Morales still down here on the field. Hopefully nothing too serious. Looks like he's slowly starting to make his way up.
Yeah, up to his knees, which is good to see. And now getting to his feet. So Matthew Morale walking off under his own power. Certainly the crowd happy to see that, giving him a big round of applause. Nobody wants to see anybody injured, that's for sure.
Always tough to see here, but always good to see that everyone that has gotten hurt so far this game has been able to make it off the field under their own power. As we start to get back to some football action here. 1:49 left here in the second quarter. Cougars leading 18-0.
So 3rd and 11 here for the Stampeders. Jackson Landry under center. Almost sounds like they're trying to draw somebody offside there, but nowhere to go for Landry, and looked like the Cougars had wrestled the football away, and then Jackson Landry grabbing the face mask of the Cougar defender at the end of that one after the whistle had been blown and the flag comes out right away. Looks like Jackson Landry going to be flagged for that one, and that's going to march Burlington back.
Can never let your temper get the best of you during a game. Something you got to learn at a very, very young age.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
That's a penalty you can't afford to take, especially when it was 3rd down. Now it's going to be 4th down and about 26 yards to go. And the Burlington Stampeders kicking game hasn't been the greatest. Getting a little bit better, but we'll see how they're able to do, and we'll see what the Cougars can do with 1:24 left here in the half.
Well, they do have the wind at their back, and they do have 2 players lined up on side for this kick, so got to watch out for the recovery. Cougars going to have to jump on that, and they do that. Oh, good job there by the return man. Number 50 for the Cougars, Quentin Emmerich, jumping on it.
Quentin doing a great job today. Returning footballs, returning kicks and punts. He's done a great job. He's run a couple back, but on that one decided to play it smart. Just following the football as it puts them near midfield.
Now with 1:15 to go, we'll see what the mentality is here for the Cougars. They want to press to try to get a few more points on the board before the end of the first half, or they'll play it safe. Certainly the running game has been working for the Cougars today, and the passing game really hasn't been all that disappointing either. So very strong attack here from this Cougars offense. It's Bassick at quarterback to start out, and looks like we had a pre-snap penalty. Maybe the Cougars moving a little bit too quickly there. Darian Bassick was taking the snap.
Looks like it's going to be against the Cougars here.
Looks like somebody just a little bit too eager before the snap. It's a false start from the Cougars, so that marches them back 5 yards. First and 15 now from their own 47-yard line. Bassick still at quarterback. He fakes the handoff. He's going to throw this one, puts it up in the air. He's got a receiver wide open, and it is number 5 going all the way. Ethan Jordan, just one defender to outrun down the sidelines. He's in for the score. Ethan Jordan running that one in from 62 yards out. And Ethan Jordan has the Cougars' 4th touchdown of this game. The Cougars offense strikes again.
And no flags on the play, so that is a good play, and love it. From one quarterback to the other quarterback there. Mixing it up as Darian Bassick throwing the touchdown pass to Ethan Jordan wide open. Able to take it in for 6 points as the Cougars go up 24-0. Shot at adding one more here with the extra point. And
we wondered if the Cougars might play it safe just to run out the clock at the end of the first half, but clearly not. Oh, and a bobbled snap that time, and not going to be able to convert that one. But nonetheless, still lead 24-0. But as I was mentioning, the question was, were they going to play it safe, try to run down the clock and enter the halftime with the lead 18-0, but certainly not playing conservatively there.
No, obviously decided, let's just go for it. Let's have a little bit of fun. So Cougars now up 24-0 on that fantastic touchdown throw and run from Darian Bassick to Ethan Jordan. One quarterback to the other quarterback. So that 2-quarterback set seems to be working really well for the Chatham-Kent Cougars here today.
Certainly is a dangerous combo. Tough for that defense to key in on any one player, and that's certainly what the coaching staff was saying. Cesar Torres, the head coach, before this game, they had a number of players that had touchdowns this season. A pretty balanced attack from the Cougars offense, and we're seeing that again today. We have 3 players with touchdowns today for this Cougars offense. Oh, and that ball is touched by Burlington, but the Stampeders able to jump on it, and we'll have good field position here at about the 55-yard line. Certainly enough time for Burlington to strike. 56.6 seconds to go in the first half.
Number 14 from the Stampeders, Aries Cully-Brummer with the run back on that one. Getting it out to midfield for the Burlington Stampeders. So probably their best starting field position so far this game. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it as they have under a minute left to go. See if maybe they'll take a shot down the field or if they'll play it safe, as you've been saying.
First and 10 for Burlington, right at midfield. Going shotgun here. Jackson Landry waiting the snap. He fakes to his left and then runs right, and nowhere to go. Swallowed up.
Great tackle by Haley Penny there. Sniffing it out and finishing that tackle. Great tackle, great form with that one, taking him down all by herself.
Yeah, good job by the linebacker. Not fooled at all. Second and 9. Say a pickup of 1 yard on that play, and the clock continues to run down. We're under 35 seconds now in the second quarter. Shotgun again for Burlington, and they're going to hand it off, looking to find some room over that left side, but nothing doing. That Cougars defense has been extremely stout, and once again, nowhere to go for the Burlington running back.
Looks like they're going to lose about 3 yards on that play. Cougars defense just stifling here, as we now have under 20 seconds to play in the half. And looks like the Stampeders might be able to get one more play off here before the clock sounds.
We'll see if they go to the air here, hoping for a completed pass that could go the distance. We're about to hear the horn here. So barring a penalty, this will be the last play of the first half. And they are going to air it out under some pressure, just throwing it up for grabs, but nobody there. So that pass falls incomplete. And that's the end of the first half of this championship game here. Peewee football, the Chatham-Kent Cougars offense rolling. And that defense extremely tough today. The Cougars leading the Burlington Stampeders 24-0 in this Peewee Championship game at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. A fantastic first half for the home team. When we come back with second half action, we'll see if they can hold on for this championship title. Again, from the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex, this is Peewee Championship Football on TV Coach Go. Welcome back for second half action here. Peewee Championship Football from the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex. The Chatham-Kent Cougars getting set to receive this football, up 24-0 on the Burlington Stampeders. Bit of a directional kick there from Burlington. Received cleanly by number 81 for the Cougars, who's got some space down the left side of the field. Oh, and just steps out of bounds. That was number 81, Tyler Szymanski. And we have two players down here behind the play for Burlington, but a fantastic return by Szymanski. Looked like it was just barely pushed out of bounds. His foot just getting over that sideline, or else he was gone to the house.
Trying to walk the tightrope there, but unfortunately unable to make it all the way down there. So close, almost had it. So we've got two Burlington Stampeder players down here. So the coaching staff checking them out, making sure everything's okay.
We also had almost had a cameraman down. The wind picking up here in the booth area, and Jeff Brooks' umbrella nearly knocking him off the camera, but Jeff hanging in there.
We almost had to call training staff up here to check on him.
So two players still down on the field for Burlington.
Looks like some of the Chatham-Kent Cougar coaches are out there too, making sure they're okay.
One of the players up, walking off under his own power. Good to see. Number 6, Ethan Holland. Again, we still have one player down, and now getting up is number 68, Tyler Heimbecker.
Not the way you want to start out your the second half of a football game here. But the Cougars going to have some fantastic field position as they are deep into Burlington territory here at about the 37-yard line.
Again, that was the result of a terrific return from Tyler Szymanski.
So we'll see what the Cougars can do with this. If I was Burlington, I'm sure at the halftime they must have been talking about trying to stop some of the big names here on the Cougars, whether it's Ethan Jordan, Nakoma Scott, or Darren Bassick. 3 big players here for the Cougars. And Ethan Sapuka having great games.
Oh, a tough snap there. Goes over the head of Ethan Jordan, and it's big number 33 who picks it up to help out his quarterback, Ethan Kupka. Nowhere to go with that one. That's a big loss there for the Cougars after that difficult snap over the head of Ethan Jordan.
Good heads-up play, though, from the Cougars and Ethan Supka, because that could have been a lot worse than it actually was.
Certainly could have been a turnover for sure, but Kupka heads-up play and picks up that football. That's a loss of about 8 yards. So brings up a 2nd and 18 here for the Cougars offense. Second play of this second half. Cougars fake the couple handoffs, and Jordan does hand it off on the end around, evading a couple of tacklers, and turns out to be a pretty minimal gain after a lot of running there from
number 19, Darwin Mitchell, with the carry on that one. Looks like he's going to pick up about a yard. So not a huge gain there, but Cougars trying a couple of different things out here. Getting some different players involved in this game now.
Yeah, I believe that was Mitchell's first carry of this football game. That brings up a 3rd and long here for the Cougars. You're going to need about 18 yards, and they're going to hand it off to Darian Bassick over this left side, and he's got some room to rumble, trying to get the edge, and he's going to have enough for the first down and more. Gets around the corner, he's headed to the house, and he's going to outrun everyone for the touchdown. A 45-yard scamper for big number 55, Darian Bassick, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Fantastic run as both Bassick and the kid from Burlington who tackled him are down in the end zone right now.
Bassick was tackled just as he crossed the goal line, and as you mentioned, Cheryl, both of them down and being tended to by the training staff.
Not sure who it was from Burlington who tackled him, but both of them down here on the field. Number 62, I'm being told, Luke DeGons from Burlington down on the field. So you got to be, the thing I'm worried about here is because it is so hot, these kids running so hard that all of a sudden you just stop. You maybe get some leg cramps here, so hopefully it's nothing serious.
I believe it's the 2nd time that we've actually seen Bassick banged up in this game. That score was Bassick's 2nd touchdown of this football game.
You see one of the trainers from Burlington working on number 62 there, Luke. So fingers crossed that nothing serious here as we have 9:52 left here in the 3rd quarter. Still lots of football left to play. Cougars up 30-0 now after that touchdown, but never like to see 2 players down on the field at the same time.
Again, the coaching and training staff for both teams out there tending to the players. Really looked like a pretty innocent play there, and Bassick now up, and gingerly though, looks like he doesn't want to put a lot of weight on that left leg. And now 62, Luke DeGans up and walking off under his own power, so good to see, but as I mentioned, looked pretty innocent there at the end. The tackle just as he was crossing the goal line. But enough to shake up both players, but again, good to see them walking off the football field. That score gives the Cougars a 30-0 lead. 9:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Cougars' first offensive possession here in the 2nd half turns into a touchdown on that big 45-yard rumble from Bassick. Again, as I mentioned, second touchdown of this game. The Cougars now with 2 players with 2 touchdowns. Bassick joins Nakoma Scott, the running back, who's had a pair of scores in this football game, and Ethan Jordan had the other touchdown for Chatham-Kent.
That was a great run from Bacchus too, just because they were looking for just to get the first down. It was a 3rd and long, just hoping to get the first down and able to break it out for the touchdown there to put the Cougars up as they go for the extra point here.
Hunter Shepley going to look to kick this one through. Oh, and we've got a penalty flag. Looks like it was an offside from Burlington there. Somebody just crossing the line before the snap.
It looks like they had a great snap there from the center, the long snapper. Something that they've been struggling with so far this game. So hopefully they're able to do that.
It's Ethan Jordan looking to take the snap and put the ball down for Hunter. Oh, and that snap off line, and Hunter's going to scoop it up and try to do something with it, but nowhere to go. He's dragged down, so Hunter Shepley not able to attempt the convert there, able to just pick up the football and then dragged down by the defender for Burlington. So that remains the score, 30-0 here with 9:52 to go in the third quarter. The Cougars with a sizable lead.
And we'll take this time again to thank some of the sponsors of Chatham-Kent Cougars football, because without them, none of this would be possible. That includes Eric Schrank, consultant with Investors Group, Enviro Clean Car and Dog Wash in Chatham, 2 locations, Grand Ave East and Park Ave East, including the brand new drive-through location at their Park Ave East location. Community Cleaners, Campbell Toyota on Richmond Street in Chatham, and Dr. Speck Institute of Psychological Services, drspeck.com. They do have offices in Blenheim and Chatham, as well as London and Sarnia.
So certainly a thank you to all the sponsors and the community for supporting the Chatham-Kent Cougars football organization. Great organization to get kids involved in and learn their football school skills. And certainly ahead of, back in the day, it certainly used to be you couldn't really get involved in football and learn those skills until you got to the high school level. But nowadays, organizations like the Chatham-Kent Cougars and the Burlington Stampeders give kids a chance to be subjected to the great game of football at a young age. Speaking before the game with Cesar Torres, some of these kids he's coached for over 4 years at different levels, and some of these kids have been playing for 8 years, which is great.
You're starting to see that really pay off. The kids as they make their way through all the different levels of the organization, whether they're going out to some of the Cougars clinics that they put on in the winter, chance for them to learn a little bit more about how to do everything properly. And you're starting to see it pay off now with this undefeated season so far, and Cougars well on their way, it looks like, to another win. Fingers crossed. So you're finally starting to see that pay off. See these kids, you get them young and you're teaching them all the right things that they need to know on the way up.
So again, with Darian Bassick off the field with that injury, it was Hunter Shepley with the kickoff. Nice reception by the Stampeders on that kickoff.
Looked like number 55, Alex Boudelier. Great pickup there. Almost seemed like it was almost like a direct kick right to him, but he was able to handle it and run off with it. So great catch by him, great run back. We'll see what the Burlington Stampeders can do with this one. Offense has been struggling, of course. They haven't even crossed midfield very often yet this game, as the Cougars defense has just been pushing them back and tackling them for losses left, right, and center.
In the shotgun position here from the 51-yard line, their own side of the field, Burlington. Now we've got a whistle.
Looks like we got a timeout called.
Not enjoying the formation there. Maybe a problem with the alignment. So Burlington calls the timeout.
Opportunity for the players to get some water in them. Bit of a break.
Looks like the Stampeders making a couple of substitutions.
can hear the PA announcer giving you big thanks to Sal Jordan, running the club, doing a fantastic job with that, making this all possible here. So.
Going perfect 9-0 on the season and defeating Forest City 6-0 in the championship game.
We're going to member the coaching staff for Burlington out on the football field. Looks like there might have been a little bit of confusion, so just looking to get that straightened out during the timeout.
We should probably mention, too, kind of an interesting note that Neil Lumsden, CFL star, father of Jesse Lumsden, is actually the running backs coach for this team.
So the shotgun snap, a good snap there. They're going to go to the air. That's a nice ball and overthrows the intended receiver. Pass attempt from Jackson Landry.
And there is a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be on the Chatham-Kent Cougars. We'll see what exactly the call is here.
Looks like they're calling roughing the passer here against the Cougars. So that's going to result in a first down here for Burlington, a 15-yard penalty.
And that's one of those mistakes. That's one of those mistakes that we were thinking the Cougars needed to cut down on here in the second half.
Yeah, Stampeders, their first offensive possession here in the second half and starting to move the football. Shotgun snap, and they're going to pitch it out to the running back, trying to get outside, showing some good speed there and elusiveness. Looks like number 34 with the carry, Cito Barrio. And enough for the first down, a gain of about 11 there.
Good team tackling there by the Cougars. Haley Penny in on that that tackle there, as the Cougars tackling on defense is very strong. Love seeing that. And you get one player to at least slow them down, and the other one comes in there to finish off the tackle. So some great tackling from the Chatham-Kent Cougars today on defense.
First and 10 now for Burlington at the Cougars' 33-yard line. I believe this may be the best field position the Stampeders have had all day. They're going to pitch it out to the outside, try the left side. Oh, good pursuit there and great tackle. Number 9 for the Cougars, Evan Torres, does a great job, flashes up the field, forces the running back to cut it back inside, and then Torres makes the solo tackle. Fantastic job by number 9.
Great read by Torres on that tackle. Staying home, not getting taken in by the fake. Stays home, gets the tackle, and puts the Burlington Stampeders for a loss.
Yeah, they lose 5 yards on that play, brings up a 2nd and 15 now. Call coming in from the sidelines for Burlington. Jackson Landry going under center this time. They bring the receiver in motion across the field. Fake a couple handoffs, then Landry keeps it, but
looks like there's a fumble.
He had nowhere to go, and great penetration from the Cougars. Looks like Burlington maintaining possession of the football despite that fumble.
Number 7, Jackson Landry. First time under center, I think, that we've seen him. And decided to take it himself, but fumbled the ball there, but fortunately able to fall back on that, and the Stampeders retain possession. But looked like they lost another 5 yards on that play, as it's now 3rd and 20.
Long way to go here for the Stampeders to convert this first down. Gonna go shotgun here. Oh, and it looks like they had a player move a little bit too early on the far side. The receiver looked like was offside, and that's going to be another 5 yards against Burlington.
So if you're the Burlington coach, not something you want to see your players when you're already down. 3rd and about 25 now.
Yeah, it's an extremely long way to go now. Burlington was moving the football fairly well, and now shooting themselves in the foot. Back to the 54-yard line now of the Cougars. Burlington gonna look to make something happen here. They need a big play. Still looking to get their first points on the board. Jackson Landry going shotgun this time. Waits for the snap. He's got it. He's going to pitch it outside. They're going to keep this one on the ground. A little bit of room out there, and Burlington, their best offensive play I believe we've seen today. Pretty good pickup there. Pickup of about 18.
Great run by Cito Berry.
Actually, pickup, sorry about that. Pickup of about maybe almost 20 yards there, but still another 10 to go.
Great run there by Cito Berry. And as I mentioned earlier, their running backs coach is Neil Lumsden, so surprised we haven't seen more from the running backs, but hard with this Cougars defense. They've really just sort of shut everything down so far today.
Yeah, great job by the D here. Pitching a shutout right now. And Burlington going to go for it. Shotgun formation. They're going to pitch it outside, try to keep it on the ground, and too much pursuit there from that Cougars D. Great job by number 33, Ethan Kupka, shooting the gap and getting into the backfield. And that's going to be enough for a loss, and the Cougars take over on downs.
So the Stampeders going back to Cito Berry on the Barrio on that one, and not able to read it out, or not able to find the hole, and the Cougars sniffed it out. Great penetration of the line there from the Chatham-Kent Cougars defense, tackling for a loss and getting the ball back here on downs. So Cougars still leading 30-0 as the Stampeders unable to do anything with it after a pretty great run there on offense.
Cougars offense now on the field. Ethan Jordan at quarterback, number 5. Shotgun formation. He's going to drop back and hand it off in the end around. Number 44 using that speed to get outside, and he's still on his feet, and he's got some daylight over there. Oh, and a nice run, pickup of about 20 yards there from Nakoma Scott. So that time they line up Nakoma Scott in the receiver position and bring him around the field. Takes the handoff from Jordan and a big pickup. First down and more for the Cougars.
Great run from Nakoma, just digging for that one and able to drag a couple of defenders as he makes his way all the way up to the Burlington 50. Giving the Cougars another chance here to score.
First and 10. Jordan in the shotgun formation again. And they're going to fake the handoff that time, give the same look, but Nakoma Scott comes across the field. Ethan Jordan deking a couple of players, now using that speed to get outside. That's enough for a first down again. Pickup of about 12 yards, and they move the sticks.
Some fantastic tackling from the Cougars offensive lineman there, including Ethan Sapuka. Great tackle there to break the quarterback open and let him get a couple more yards there. So love seeing that, some great leading tacklers and a great run from the quarterback following those tacklers too. So try to get some open daylight, getting the first down.
So we mentioned a fresh set of downs here for the Cougars. Driving once again at the Burlington 42-yard line. Jordan takes the snap, shotgun style, hands it off, and breaking a tackle, number 33. Ethan Kupka runs it up the gut. Picks up about 6 yards, brings up a 2nd and 4. Nice pickup on first down.
So Ethan had a great tackle on that last run, and this time he takes it right up the gut. Gives them in great field position for a 2nd and about 4 yards to go.
This offense really starting to roll, up 30-0, 3:24 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Jordan going to hand it off. Looked like there might have been a little bit of confusion there in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. Good penetration from that Stampeders defense. Looks like that was a loss of about 6 yards, so that's going to negate that nice run on first down and bring up a 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion it looked like there on the handoff from Jordan to Scott. And but the Burlington defense there really had a great jump, able to penetrate the offensive line and tackle him for a loss there. So We'll see what the Cougars have up their sleeve as it's a 3rd and 9.
We've got a timeout on the field. Timeout called by Burlington. Or excuse me, believe it was the Cougars that called the timeout there.
Giving these players a break. Get some water in them. So far a great game here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex between the Chatham-Kent Cougars and the Burlington Stampeders in the Peewee division. Cougars leading 30-0, and a gorgeous day for football here. And see what the Cougars can do as they're here on 3rd down. Do you think they're going to go back up into the air, Mike? It seems like they've really been sticking to the running game the last little while. They've been making some big gains with that.
Yeah, stick with what works, and certainly Cougars have been running the football extremely well in this football game and just continue to roll with this big lead. And this offense just looks pretty unstoppable at this point. 3rd and a long 9, almost 10 yards. Jordan takes a snap, shotgun style, and completes the pass outside to number 1, but a good job tackling that time from Burlington. We do have a flag on the field. That was Nolan LaRouche with the catch.
Great catch and a great throw from Ethan Jordan as he was under pressure with the defender chasing him down from Burlington, but we do have a flag in the backfield, so we'll see who this is going to be going against.
Well, looks like they're pointing at the Cougars. This might be against Chatham-Kent.
So it looks like the Cougars are going back. Looks like it's going to be a major penalty as they're going back about 10 yards here.
Unnecessary roughness, the call against the Cougars. So a 15-yard penalty.
Ball is at the Burlington 52-yard line.
It looks like we might have another timeout here on the field.
And the Burlington coaching staff out on the football field. Didn't see a signal for a timeout.
Well, the Cougars look confused. They looked ready to line up there. So obviously they didn't hear it either.
Didn't see a signal for a timeout. Must have missed it. It was a Chatham timeout we're hearing now, so clarification from up here in the booth. Much appreciated.
So that's their last timeout. Only 2 timeouts per half here, so we'll see what the Cougars come up. Obviously didn't like what they were seeing there as they tried to decide whether they're going to go for it here on 4th down, 4th and 20.
Yeah, the
It
Cougars
looks like they're going to kick it away.
Yeah, and a good sign here. Looks like Darian Bassick back out on the football field. And he's going to put a boot to it. Good looking kick, directional kick over that far side of the field. Oh, and not sure.
Couple of flags down on this play. We'll see exactly what happened with that. That was a great kick there by Bassick.
And not sure. Last time we saw Bassick on the football field was when he was tackled in the end zone after that big touchdown run and had limped off the football field, but obviously well enough to come back in. Now the flag, either a no yards here because the Cougars jumped on it. I think the official's trying to decide if someone was lined up onside to recover that football. Now we're hearing it was Quentin Emmerich who kicked that football, number 50, not 55. So Darian Bassick not back out on the football field that time.
Looks like the referees are meeting here, trying to figure out what exactly the call is on that play, giving the players a bit of a breather as we see Burlington subbing some fresh players here. So wait for the call.
They're saying no flag on the play, and it is Burlington football.
Flag is being picked up. Burlington will take over possession. They're going to start at their own 33-yard line.
Some tough field position, though, for Burlington to start from. I believe they've only been over midfield about once this game, so their offense having a hard time getting going today. So we'll see what they can do here with 2:17 left in the third quarter.
Hey, credit to that Cougars defense. They've been outstanding. A lot of pressure on the Stampeders, getting a lot of penetration, a lot of upfield pressure, and then whenever the Stampeders look to have a hole, there always seems to be a Cougar or two defenders waiting to close it. Again, pitching a shutout so far in this football game. They go under center and some confusion in the backfield, able to break one tackle, but nowhere to go. Absolutely swarming defense from Chatham-Kent. A big loss there for Burlington.
And Haley Penny in on that stop, leading the charge on the tackle. And that swarm of Cougars defenders who sniffed that out and tackled them for a huge loss. Looks like it's going to be about second and 21.
Yeah, loss of 11 yards there. And that all started with the broken play in the backfield. Looked like Jackson Landry turned to hand it off, and the running back just wasn't expecting it. Kind of bumped into each other, and then next thing you know, it was run for your life. The Cougars defense doing a great job in pursuit and making the tackle. In the final minute of play here in the third quarter, the Cougars up 30-0 on Burlington. Oh, we got a flag before the snap. We've had quite a number of flags here in the second half.
Looked like there was some confusion with the Burlington Stampeders players behind the scrimmage line. They were still in motion. They were snapping the ball, so see what the call is, if they're offside, maybe too many men. Because they're doing some substitutions. Seemed to be a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, and that penalty going against Burlington. False start.
Well, it did seem like there was a lot of confusion there behind the line of scrimmage. So their offense obviously maybe trying some new things out, and kids not quite sure exactly what it is the coaches want them to do as they're down 30-0 here. Under 25 seconds left in this quarter. So we'll see what Burlington can pull out here as it's second and 32 now.
Yeah, tough position here for this Burlington offense inside their own 20. Clean snap and look to pitch it outside. The running back forced to stop and wait for it, looking to get the corner. Oh, and a good job coming up for the tackle. Number 50.
Quentin Emmerich, fantastic tackle, number 50 right there.
Good job taking the running back out at the knees, swiping his hand across the legs and forcing the ball carrier to the ground. We did hear the horn sound there, so we will have one final play here in the third quarter. Of course, barring a penalty. Brings up a 3rd and 21 for Burlington at their own 22-yard line. Shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off, and boy, oh boy, that Cougars defense is swarming. Absolutely nowhere to go. Looks like it was big number 65 that time for Chatham-Kent with the tackle. Jake Deneau with the penetration.
They just absolutely obliterated the Burlington Stampeders offensive line there, and just, I swear it was like as soon as the running back got the ball, it was just like bam, here's about 3 different Chatham-Kent Cougar defenders just in his face, taking him down. Not even time to breathe back behind the line of scrimmage as the Cougars defense is just all over them right off the bat. So great way to end the third quarter for the Chatham-Kent Cougars with a great defensive play there as they switch ends here. Cougars leading 30-0 over the Burlington Stampeders.
Again, you got to be thinking the Cougars defense wanting to pitch a shutout here. They've done it for 3 quarters and certainly in a good position to continue that trend.
Well, I love seeing that the Cougars, even though they're 5-0, they really want this perfect season. They want to stay undefeated by getting 1 more win under their belt. And I mean, to be able to do it in style with a shutout would just be another feather in their cap. And I love to see these players still playing super hard as we enter into the 4th quarter now.
Certainly a lot of pride in pitching a shutout on defense. Brings up a big 4th down here and extremely long. Burlington going to punt this one away, and that's a pretty good kick there from Burlington. Received cleanly by the Cougars. Looked like that might have been Quentin Emmerich on the return.
He's been doing a great job with the returns for the Chatham-Kent Cougars today, and another good one there from him. And because of all those penalties and misplays, the Chatham-Kent Cougars are going to have some fantastic field position here to start it off. They're going to be at about the 33, 34-yard line here. And have another shot at trying to find that end zone again. And I mean, I can only imagine we're gonna hear from their big players again. You know, Nakoma Scott, Darian Bassick, Ethan Jordan.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see Bassick back out on the field on offense. Again, he was injured on that 45-yard touchdown run that he had in the 3rd quarter, just as he crossed the goal line. We'll have to watch for big number 55, see if he's back out on the field again.
It looks like right now we actually have a player down on the field, being tended to, so giving the players for both teams a bit of a break here. 11:31 left to go in this game.
Yeah, cramps could certainly become a factor at this point with the heat and humidity on this day here in Chatham. And up and walking off the field now, the Burlington players, so that's good to see. Certainly a good job by both teams keeping the players hydrated. Anytime there's an extended whistle, getting water out onto the field, making sure that they're staying hydrated. Well, 1st and 10 here for the Cougars from the 33-yard line of Burlington. Jordan takes the handoff and absolutely smoked in the backfield.
Looked like number 52, Nick Gilbert from the Stampeders with that tackle. A fantastic read there. He just busted right through the offensive line and just took out the Cougars running back.
It was Cody Laurenti, number 46 for the Cougars. First carry we've seen from him. And boy, oh boy, sure he felt that one.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah. Jordan takes the shotgun snap. They're going to pitch it outside, and it's fumbled, but luckily recovered right away. And that was Laurenti again with the carry.
Good play for him to at least be able to fall on the ball there and not let it squeeze out and give Burlington a shot at recovering. So seeing some different players in here now as the Cougars are up 30-0. Seems like they're maybe starting to give some of those big players a break, as we have seen some injuries, get some fresh legs in the game, and we'll see what they're able to do with this.
Yeah, Laurenti, I think, might want to forget about the last 2 plays after that big hit on the first one and then the tough fumble on that last one. Now some confusion. The 2 players run into each other. Ethan Jordan, the quarterback, and the ball carrier did get the exchange off, though, just barely. Malachi Parker with the carry. And that was a loss, so that brings up a 4th down now and extremely long.
Nice tackle there by Luke Degons of the Stampeders.
Certainly brings up a punting situation here for the Cougars. 9:16 to go and counting here in this football game. Again, you're watching Peewee Championship football here on TV Cogeco. The Chatham-Kent Cougars hosting the Burlington Stampeders. The Cougars lead this one 30-0. Looking to complete the perfect season, 5-0 at this point. Burlington entered this one 3-1-1. Now we've got a flag on the field as the team comes out of the huddle. Cougars taking too much time in the huddle. So they're going to march this one back another 5 yards.
See, not something the Cougars wanted to see, though. So they're trying to pin the Stampeders back deep in their own end here early in the 4th quarter.
And they're going to punt this one away. Good kick there from the Cougars over the return man, and good pursuit there from special teams. Dragged down on the far side of the football field. That was a good-looking kick there from Quentin Emmerich, number 50 of the Cougars.
And some great tackling by the Cougars there, too. And after a long kick like that, you got to run a long way to make a tackle. So the Cougars doing a good job pursuing and keeping up with that. So the Stampeders are going to be starting deep in their own, deep in their own end, at about the 31-yard line here. It looks like. So they got a long way to go to try to make it down the field.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Burlington. From their own 31. They're going to hand it off, and there's a fumble. Pigskins on the field. Looks like there's a battle in there for the football, and it is Cougars football. A bobbled exchange there between the quarterback and the running back, and the Cougars jump on it. Get that ball back to the offense.
Just a tough handoff on that one. Just slipped right out of his hands. And he kind of pushed it right into the pile of players in the middle there of the field, and the Cougars come up with the ball there. So big turnover for the Cougars, give them another shot here at putting another 6 points up on the board, as they have some fantastic field position to start this game, or start this run, actually.
First and 10. Cougars get the football at the just over the 30-yard line. Oh, and they're going to hand it off, trying the right side of that line. Number 6 with the carry, Dylan Simpson. I believe that's his first carry of the game. So as you mentioned earlier, Cheryl, looks like the Cougars getting some players in there at different positions, getting some reps. But this one looks to be in hand for the Cougars, up 30-0, making sure everybody gets on the field.
Well, that was a great run there from Simpson. He got about a yard on it. So, I mean, it's going to be tough. They're playing against these guys that have been playing all game. They're nice and warm. They're ready to go, ready to prove. You know, they don't want them to put up any more points on the board. So it's going to be tough going for them on this series.
Jordan pitching it outside to Simpson, I believe, once again, but thrown down. And now we've got a flag on the far side of the field. Dylan Simpson tossed down to the ground by the defender.
Yeah, number 14, Aries Cully-Brummer with the tackle on that one. We'll see what the flag is, though, on the field, on the far side there.
Just sorting out what the flag is here. The officials are.
Looks like it is.
This one against Burlington. This one, I believe, objectionable conduct.
Because he just marked out a 15-yard penalty, so even better field position now for the Chatham-Kent Cougars to take a shot at the end zone.
Oh, now we've got another flag just coming out. Now I'm just wondering, I'm getting the sense that it might be the coaches on the sideline that are getting flagged here.
Because that's where the flags seem to keep falling down on. So it looks like the head referee is going to go over and have a bit of a chat with the coaches about this.
Looks like two Both flags consecutively on the sideline. Now we have a third flag just getting called against the coaching staff. That's 3 straight plays now. We've had flags fall from the sidelines there along the side where the Burlington coaching staff is located.
So 3 flags in a row here. It seems to be for objectionable conduct on the Burlington coaching staff. Not exactly sure what it is they're saying to the referees, but obviously not good.
Another couple penalties, and it's unfortunate because the players on the field are the ones that have to pay the price.
And as a result, looks like the Cougars are going to get the ball on about the 4-yard line with a fresh set of downs.
Jordan's going to take the shotgun snap, roll to his left. It's a quarterback keeper. Nowhere to go, though. Good job by that Burlington defense. Containing Jordan. He's forced to just swallow it and take the loss. It's like a loss of about 3 or 4 yards on that one.
Well, I was almost thinking it was like he wanted to have some time to throw the ball, but the Burlington defense is really just punching through the offensive line so quickly, not having a chance to even, drop back and think about throwing the ball before you got to scramble with it.
Boy, the wind picking up now here all of a sudden. It is blowing at the back of the Cougars.
Which means that we could see some balls in the air here.
They're going to hand it off, and good penetration there from the Stampeders defense. Nowhere to go for the running back. Just lost his footing just as he was looking to cut in the middle of that defense and went down. Looks like it was Cody Lorente with the carry.
So the Cougars, 3rd and goal, so the third shot at trying to punch it in here. We'll see what the Cougars can do. 2-man back, 2-man set.
Jordan's got it in his hands. He's going to look to get outside. He might have the corner, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Ethan Jordan with the touchdown run. And that's his 2nd touchdown of this game, a 10-yard touchdown run for Ethan Jordan.
A great run from him. So 2 touchdowns for Ethan Jordan today. Just able to punch it to go to the right side, turn the corner, and punch it in there. Use a little bit of his speed, his legs there to run the ball in himself. As we'll see the Cougars special teams come on here, kicking team. And it looks like they're going to go for 2 on this one.
No, Jordan just counting them up now. He is going to take that snap for the extra point. It's a good snap. Jordan gets it down, and the kick is up, and it is good.
Fans here just as excited for the extra point as they are for the touchdown. First extra point we've seen them able to get off with a fantastic long snap finally from the Chatham-Kent Cougars as they go up 36-0 with 5:44 left to play here in the game.
And then, of course, with the extra point now, a big lead for the Cougars. As we mentioned, Ethan Jordan has 2 touchdowns, and 2 other players for the Cougars with 2 scores as well, Nakoma Scott and Darian Bassick. 6 touchdowns for this Cougar squad, and as you mentioned, the first extra point they've been able to convert, so 37-0 now for Chatham-Kent, leading this Peewee Championship game against the visiting Burlington Stampeders, and certainly you can feel the excitement in the air here with the Cougars looking to complete this perfect season and go 6-0.
We'll see if they're able to keep the Burlington Stampeders off the board, preserve that shutout. As it looks like number 3 is going to be kicking off here, Hunter Shepley for the Cougars.
And it's a short kick. They're just going to look to get as good a return as they can here up the middle. The up man.
Luke DeGons, number 62 from the Stampeders, with the catch and run on that one, on that kickoff. Picking up a couple yards here. Close to midfield. Some of their best starting field position, I think, of the game here. As I'm sure the Stampeders now would just like to be able to get on the board, be able to prove, hey, we are a 3-1-1 team. We deserve to be here.
Certainly nobody likes to be shut out. And a credit to the Burlington team. They haven't shown any kind of give up in them at all in this football game. Shotgun formation, they'll hand it off, look to run it up the middle, and then a great job there right in the middle of the line. Number 85, it looked like, with the hit, Tanner Horlbeck. The help of one of the other defenders along the line. Looked like it might have been Jake Deneau in there as well.
Burlington running back really just hit a brick wall when he came through the line there. I don't think he was expecting that hard of a hit. But Horlbeck just with the straight up tackle right there. Say not in my house.
Looks like that was a loss of one, so a 2nd and 11 here for Burlington. They go shotgun again. They're going to hand it off to the deep man. Oh, and he's got a lane there, but finally dragged down at about the 50-yard line. Good run there by Cito Barrio.
Yeah, able to find the hole there and run a little bit, get a little bit of open space there before he was taken down, make up some of those lost yardage there.
Looked like a pickup of about 6 or 7 yards. 4:10 to go and counting here in this football game. Cougars up 37-0 on the visiting Burlington Stampeders in this Peewee Championship matchup. Oh, shotgun snap. Oh, good job by the quarterback to corral that high snap, and nowhere to go that time. Definitely turned into a broken play after that high snap to Jackson Landry, who was able to, his credit, pull it in. And nowhere to go after that, though.
It could have been a lot worse if that had gone over his head there, because the Cougars defense had really penetrated the offensive line there, led by Aiden LeGroux there. And looks like we have a Burlington Stampeder player down at about midfield as the trainer runs out to check on them.
That may be Jackson Landry, the quarterback, who was forced to just swallow the football and try to make something out of nothing.
It can always be tough taking a big hit like that, so not that many bodies in there. Sometimes you fall the wrong way. Gives the players a chance to have a bit of a water break.
Again, good job by both staffs making sure that the players staying hydrated on this hot day here in Chatham at the Community Athletic Complex. Good news, the quarterback for Burlington, Jackson Landry, up on his feet now after being tended to for a while there by the coaches and trainers for both teams. He's being helped off the field now.
Not moving very quickly though, so thoughts and prayers with him and his family. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Not one way you want to start your summer vacation.
Yeah, certainly not. And so late in this football game. 3:39 to go. The Cougars up 37-0. So teams make their way back out onto the football field. They had left the field just to get in the shade and get some water while the Burlington player was down and being tended to for a while there. But again, Jackson Landry, the quarterback for Burlington, helped off the football field.
Not sure who their backup quarterback is, because I believe they only have the one listed, so someone else will be taking the snaps under center here for Burlington. We'll find out who that is in just a moment.
Yeah, 4th and long here, 4th and 8. They are lined up in the shotgun formation. They fake the handoff, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper looking to get to the outside on that far side, and some room to run there. Finally dragged down, but a good run there from the Burlington quarterback. Hard to get a number. May have been Cito Barrio with the football.
So
playing
I think it might
quarterback.
have been 34, yeah, Cito. So maybe they're going to do more of a bit of a wildcat formation. They don't have someone who they're confident in throwing the ball, do direct snaps.
But if it is Barrio, did a good job. Picked up enough for the first down and a fresh set of downs for Burlington. Under 3 minutes now in this championship game. They go shotgun again as Burlington drops back, fakes the handoff and keeps it, tries that right side again. We have a flag on the field. So Barrio with the keeper again, Cito Barrio. But we do have a flag.
Find out who this one is on as we have under 3 minutes left in the game.
Looked like it might be in the area where typically it's a hold against the offense. They're saying no penalty on the play. That brings up a 2nd and 8.
No flag on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Apologies, I understand it. The flag was declined, so allows the clock to keep running, and good run there that time from Burlington.
Looks like they'll pick up about five or 6 yards on that play.
2:13 to go here.
Nikki Runco with the run with the ball on that one, that carry. Nice little run up the middle there.
I believe that's the first time we've called Runco's name carrying the football today.
Well, it looks like things have gotten changed up a little bit here with their quarterback out injured, so I don't think we're going to see too many balls thrown through the air in the last 2 minutes here of play.
Barrio fakes the handoff that time after taking the snap and tries that far side of the defense again. And a good pickup from Cito Barrio.
A nice run by Barrio there too. Chugging away through. Obviously he saw something that made him want to keep the ball and run with it, and paid off there with the first down for Burlington Stampeders. And it looks like we'll have a Chatham-Kent Cougars player down here getting up slow on the far side of the field.
You never like to see anybody injured, but especially in the last couple minutes of a game that's essentially over, it's just makes it even worse.
But I mean, as we mentioned though, the Burlington Stampeders, they got something to prove. They want to score, they want to put some points up on the board here. So they're going to keep playing hard, which unfortunately can lead to some players, but it looks like the Cougars player is up and off the field, so nothing too serious.
Yeah, good to see him walk off under his own power. So the clock continues to run. Under 1:30 to go here in this Peewee Championship game. Burlington with the football. The Cougars up 37-0. High snap, but Barrio able to pull it in and then hand it off. And some room there on the far side, but good tackle there from the Cougars. Looked like there might have been a hole over there, but it closed up quickly.
Nice run by Quentin Reed, and some great blockers and tackling going out in front of him there, able to pick up, I think, about 8 yards there. So it'll be 2nd and 2 now. With just a minute to play now, so we'll see what the Stampeders are going to do, if they're going to take a shot at the end zone here, or just try to pick up this first down.
I'm sure they'd love to get some points on the board. They go shotgun and fake the handoff. Barrio going to try this side of the field, but nothing doing. Big number 85 there with the stop. Again, Tanner Horlbeck. We've called his name quite a few times today. Another big tackle in the backfield.
Great tackle from Tanner. Reading that one out, pursuing him the entire way. As it looks like Burlington's taking their final timeout here now. Go over what exactly they want to do here to take a shot at the end zone, get some points up on the board with 43.7 seconds left in this game.
Looks like the coaching staff just wanting to send one final message here to the Stampeders players. wanting them to play hard, likely right through to the final whistle.
Well, also give them a bit of a break, a breather, some fresh water before trying to make this final push here. You know, game's almost over, so want to remind them that, you know, for the Cougars, it's, you know, that point of pride, trying to keep them off the board. For Burlington, they want to get on the board, so going to really be a battle of wills here in the last 43 seconds. We'll see who comes out on top in this one. But both teams have been playing, you know, so hard, so well today. But the Cougars just been able to capitalize on some of those Burlington mistakes and get up on the board there.
3rd and 7 here for Burlington. Going shotgun again. It's Barrio with the football. He fakes the handoff. He's looking for some room in the middle, but nothing doing. Another good job by that Cougars defense.
Looked like he picked up a couple of yards there. But now it's going to be 4th down. So we'll see, are they going to go for it? I would think that they would if there's, the clock is running. Looks like they might only get one more play off here.
Yeah, you would think Burlington want to go for it here. And
on the ground or in the air, Mike? What's your call?
I'm going to think they're going to keep this one on the ground. Cito Barrio's going to keep it and run it. Let's try that far side of the field. Oh, he's going to keep it, but on the near side, and he does have some room. Oh, and he gets knocked out of bounds just before the goal line. 2.8 seconds to go. Just when Cito Barrio, I think he might get in.
As Cito Barrio reached out to try to stretch across the goal line, hit the cone in the end zone, and the Cougars defender just able to knock it out. Wasn't even able to tell who it was because there were so many bodies there.
I think it might have been Ethan Kupka who was able to make the stop just short of that pylon, as you mentioned, as he reached out that football to the goal line. Kupka, I believe, came in and cleaned it up and knocked the ball out of his hands right at about the 1-yard line, short of that goal line. And a big goal line stand here for the Cougars defense.
Well, there's still 2.8 seconds left on the board, and with that run, though, he didn't get an end zone, but he did get a first down. So the Burlington Stampeders going to have one more shot trying to punch it in here, and it looks like the Cougars have set in their big defensive lineman to try to stop this one.
Oh, they're going to go quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. The Stampeders get on the board in the final play of this football game.
Well, it took them the entire game, but they finally broke that goose egg. Able to sneak it in there with the quarterback sneak with Cito Barrio. And we'll see what they're going to do, if they're going to go for the extra point or if they're going to go for 2. Either way, though, came down to just a little bit of pride at the end here for the Burlington Stampeders.
Well, good to see them fight right to the end, and a little something to feel good about with the touchdown by Cito Barrio. That extra point was blocked by the Cougars, and that's a football game, folks. Your Chatham-Kent Cougars are the Peewee champions for 2014. They defeat the visiting Burlington Stampeders 37-6. And the Cougars complete the perfect football season. 6-0, folks. 6-0. Certainly a sense of pride from the folks in the stands and definitely the players on the football field. A well-played football game today, and the Cougars coming out on top.
A great game from the Chatham-Kent Cougars. I mean, we saw 2 touchdown days for Ethan Jordan, also Nakoma Scott, Darren Bassick. So big games for them. Congratulations. And going undefeated, winning the title. And unfortunately not able to get the shutout, as Burlington was able to score on that last play of regulation. But 37-6. Still a fantastic season here for the Chatham-Kent Cougars.
It's certainly a fantastic season, and they do complete the perfect season. 6-0, the Chatham-Kent Cougars Peewee football squad. They are champions for 2014. Again, they defeat the Burlington Stampeders 37-6 here at the Chatham-Kent Community Athletic Complex, and you can hear the players out there cheering right now on the football field. Congratulations to the players, the coaches, the families. Certainly a great feeling here in Chatham. So once again, thank you for tuning in to TV Coach Go Football here. Chatham-Kent Cougars Peewee football action, the championship game. The Cougars take it 37-6 over Burlington. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Cheryl Johnstone, Jeff Brooks on the camera, I'm Mike James saying thank you for tuning in to Cougars Championship Football.